1, 2, 3, 4. Wasn't expecting to get cut off from the rest of the game. Didn't get to turn in a bounty.
Boss, did we really have to bring Corrigan's little bird with us? Ugh, she'd give me the stink eye every time I look at her.
These people ran away from the war. They're all fucking deserters.
They saved their asses here.
You think Corrigan will give a fuck? We should just kill them all and save him the trouble.
I will kill you.
You're drunk.
So what if I am? I still do a better job at leading this clusterfuck of a convoy than you.
Sober up, or you'll stay with them.
Fuck. Can't even slice your throat without it just healing up again. What'd you do, huh? To deserve all that power? How was that fucking fair?
Damn freak. Lording it over everyone with his demon powers. If anyone deserves demon powers like that, it's me.
Well, firstly, he isn't lording it over anyone. Secondly, he's better balanced than you are. You shouldn't have them. Oh, so they're gonna do a ritual out here? Why am I expecting human sacrifice? No, it must have just been the banner.
This isn't gonna take the weight. We need to strengthen the supports.
And they didn't technically run away from the war.
Watching the gate. Can't find her.
They didn't run away from the war. They went on expeditions to try and find a better way. You know, a base for their faction. EDF, whatever they, Enoch Colonization Committee, ECC. I've no idea. They're trying to find a better shtick for 'em. You know, rather than just being stuck in a hole in the ground. You know, a place where they can actually grow stuff, where they can actually live. You aren't going to achieve that through just running into a meat grinder and staying in the one place. And I imagine the
I see bodies tied up on damn crosses. I run. My mama didn't raise no fool.
ECA, that's it. You know, and I presume these were all officially sanctioned, so...
I've been seeing shadows, things in the trees moving outside camp. More than usual. I don't even know what they are.
So... You know, they aren't deserters by any stretch.
You seen the new arrivals?
Yeah, they look like trouble. I'm surprised Kang picked them up.
I'd have done the same. No matter who they are, more of them means more of us.
They have been largely sheltered from the bloodshed and the backstabbing, so... I guess they aren't quite as paranoid and suspicious as the rest.
Who's gonna bet against a guy who's never lost? Better to just burn your money.
Guy who's never lost, huh?
Just when you think this rotten planet can't get any worse, the freaking creatures out there suddenly
Stop
get even bigger.
slurping.
Maybe Acosta or Mercer are here. I should ask around if I want to solve this Outriders bunker mystery.
Ooh, they might be alive. Oh. It's the other beastie. Oh, Mercer.
They say there's an altar with the new arrivals.
Hey you, newbie, over here. Everybody needs a little something, something, am I right?
They say
Give you a
the
good
altar
deal.
put down that giant that's been roaming the forest. We
We've barely been holding that thing off. The camp might not have survived another run-in with it.
You go ahead and kiss their feet, but I know they're kind, and no good deed of theirs is worth the price of having them around.
Whatever it is, I
There's
got
some
what you're
notes
looking
here.
for. And if I don't, I know somebody who can find it. And if they can't find it, shit, you probably don't need it that bad anyway.
SM4's launch, refugee counts, year 2076. When I first saw the vehicles approaching the gates, I thought there were passengers racing to claim their seats before departure. Or something must be wrong when they didn't slow on their approach.
The way you carry yourself reminds me of people I'd rather forget.
There must have been dozens of those transports crashing through the gates, filled with raiders. Could not thank the Outriders enough for coming to our aid, like they did, holding them back long enough for me and Emily. Oh, holding enough of them back. 1, 2, 3. So that's it, update there. The little update marker thing. I will do a stop button. So that's it, update instead. For me and Emily and the others in our group to reach the elevator. I just entered the space elevator when I saw them breach the base. A massive armed mob that went on almost as far as I could see, climbing over each other, trying to scale the elevator with their bare hands. Did you think they could just climb it all the way to orbit? My transport was last reached floors. We barely made it on board when we saw the flash of explosions below. So the elevator collapsed beneath us, falling hundreds of miles towards surface, destroying any poor souls unlucky to be anywhere within a, crushing any poor souls unlucky enough to be anywhere within a 100-mile radius. I helped the last group of passengers into their cryopods today. Everyone who's ever gone aboard a forest or has already done so. The elevator connecting us like an umbilical cord to Earth is severed. Yet as I was doing the rounds, I found several cryopods still empty, places that had been promised. The Sam Raiders. Did they ever even believe one of them would make it on board? Or was it just nihilism, conviction that if they couldn't survive, why should anyone else?
What can I get you?
That's a nice coat.
Nope.
You're an outrider. I thought they were all dead.
Not yet. Where'd you steal it from?
This whole thing. My mother passed it to me. Her dad was an outrider.
Oh shit. Who was he?
His name was Jack Tanner. Knew him?
Seriously?
He was a good man. He was my captain. Saw him die, trying to save us from landing on this godforsaken rock. It's an honor to meet you.
Yeah, well, he's probably rolling in his grave about now, seeing what I've become. You buying something or what?
Your father, Sergio Acosta. What happened to him?
You know him?
Only in passing.
Well, he was smart enough to survive the jungle the first time, and dumb enough to give it a second try. And it was all my fault that he did.
What happened?
Look, my parents were fucking possessive. I spent my whole life living in a stupid bunker, making the greatest sacrifice to protect humanity, they'd say. But you know what? They never told me what the hell we were protecting. One day I had enough, so I ran. My dad wouldn't let it go. Tried following me to find me, to save me. A fool's errand.
Sounds like an outrider, all right.
Some time ago, a scout said he stumbled upon the remains of his expedition in the jungle. But I could never bring myself to go there. But if you happen to find it, would you bring me back something of his for me? A picture of my mom he wore on a chain.
I'll look for your father.
Like again. Good guy.
What can I get you?
The calendar with the knife in it. What's the story?
Bad fucking luck is what? I'm in trouble. This fucking guy I'm in debt to. He said I gotta pay by that date or play his game.
What kind of game?
If I win, he wipes my debt clean. If I lose, bang. But no one ever fucking wins this game. What the fuck am I gonna do? I'm dead either way.
But then he doesn't get paid.
Say, maybe you could have a word with him.
I'll take your place in the game.
You still haven't talked to the gambler for me yet, huh? Can't say I blame you. What can I get you?
I'll look around for the guy Mercer owes a debt to.
If you don't have a chat
Curious to see what his game's about. Here to see Mercer's debt paid.
My agreement was with Mercer. Little man got cold feet.
I lose, he pays you double.
You think your luck is that good? Be my guest. Whew. Fucking mess. You're altered.
Your turn. There's only one bullet, right? You'll be fine.
I pulled the trigger.
Or I will.
That was a nice move. And if I had that power,
Mercer's debt settled. You'll be pleased to know.
if I had that power, I would do the same thing.
Now we know where to find Sergio Acosta. He probably has the bunker key with him.
It's like, you're just styling on him. Or in Planescape Torment, you can break your own neck and then just get back up again. Freaking the hell out of an academic you were having a philosophical discussion with.
What can I get you?
Your debt's settled.
Jesus, you saved my life. Here, it's the least I could do. I make it myself.
Ooh, not bad. That shit your granddad be proud of.
You come back anytime you want another shot. I owe you that much at least.
Can we get another shot? Only if I redo the quest. Easy one to redo.
deserve this. No one deserves this.
Why is he even in the cage? No idea.
Seen the size of that thing's footprints? I'm not going back out there. No fucking way.
Okay, they are some deserters, technically. They wandered off into this, while the actual expeditions were separate.
Hey, over here. You break the lock? Help me out and I'll help you out, yeah? What do you say?
There's a guard right the fuck there. And I'm getting kind of Dungeon Siege 2 flashbacks now. Just forest cage.
In our past lives to deserve this.
I'm sure if we knew, none of this would be surprising.
Okay. Wow, his expedition was right next to the goddamn lair. Clearly, this is here. We must find a way back. Really, if we're bringing back any trophies from here, we would have to clean them down thoroughly. Spores could be in the meat. Not that anyone's eating them, but you hang it up on the wall.
You remember my tunes I used to play?
Like it was yesterday.
I can still remember some of them.
Please stop, Jakob. Please. I'm serious. Yeah, Jakob, I'm disconnected.
Jakob's in a good mood. Ah, that's good to see. The hell? Ah!
Wow. What the hell did that fungus do to you guys?
Crawler. The rapid evolution of Enoch's fauna is most apparent in the crawler. Ooh, that's creepy. The creatures.
I can't believe how much I've learned from Dr. Skurlock here.
Don't get distracted. That's not what we're here for.
But part of the reason we're here in the first place is to find a way out of the trenches for everyone. What if we brought the antidote back to Shira?
We'd also bring the summary execution of everyone who makes the antidote. They're deserters, remember?
Oh. Yes, I hadn't considered that.
He's kind of caught up in the academic side of it. And he is more optimistic than anyone else, so. The creature's arms and spine have grown to grotesque proportions, while its legs have been rendered vestigial, incapable of supporting its own body weight. It uses its forearms and claws to drag itself forward. It favors dark, moist habitats like caves, swamps, and marshes, where traversal is easiest, though it will venture anywhere if it gets hungry enough. The anomaly seems to have been particularly affected the crawler. The energy pulsates through the creature and constantly threatens to burst out of its chest. In fact, the crawler has learned to use it to its advantage. The crawler appears to be a slothful creature, but it's easily provoked and ready to jump into action. An encounter with them forces most men to hide as quickly as we would from a storm. Jesus. That's falling behind. I'll stay the course for the moment till I can find a banner. Or I saw movement. Okay, let's try and upgrade my gear. Over here. No, bound to consider all the no, can't hear him again. All the survey teams as deserters. Brought it up a level, but it's not great. Actually, looking at these all, none of them look nearly as flashy as that. That is a really special bit of gear. Artifact, maybe? Certainly outside of these. Purples are epic. Maybe that's truly legendary, but it's just they've counted other things as legendary before. Actually, no, maybe they haven't. I have no idea. Then again, that does have the unique look. These do have unique looks to them, I suppose. But this is just very much so. Yeah, I'll just upgrade this and be done with it. Also need to switch you around to what? Strong twist. Do the twist. It's tempting to me to break stuff down, to sell stuff instead. But I'm inclined to do this because I know it just feels right. See, I got to do that. And now it's perfectly viable for this region. Sadly, the other thing really fell behind, so it isn't. Reduces range and accuracy, as well as increasing reload time, reducing damage, and rounds per minute. But it gives 150 per clip. Per mag. Critical shots do not consume ammo. That would actually be nice. That is nice. Shield maiden. Fuck it. We'll go with this. Because I can get a fair few crits, and if I'm using the other thing, it just makes it all the better. Ooh, baby. Imagine if I can bring this up. Oh. That's the other one I got. Level 24. When did I get that? Was it that free deal? Community reward? No, I've no idea, so it seems I just got one without even realizing it. Legacy of Enoch. Equip a character with epic or legendary items only. Okay, and so that is actually a legendary. The purples are just epic. Alright. Judgment Enforcer. Shots mark enemies. When reloading, deal 3 times your weapon damage to every marked enemy. Marks removed when you change your weapon. Imagine if I got that and stuck it on... I don't know. This. Or a shotty. You shoot a few enemies, reload. I was thinking this because you just spray down a host of enemies, reload. That'd be nice. But yeah, legendary's got a lot of flair. And there seems to be legendary gear as well, so... Woo woo. Hmm. Crystal Camp. Oh, as long as it's not Crystal Lake, we'll be fine.
Hey, Mercer. How'd you survive it? Spending your whole life in a hole in the ground.
Oh, it wasn't a life. I grew up in a cage. The first time I figured out how to open that front door, it was beautiful. After that, I was just a trapped animal, plotting my escape.
Hey, your parents kept you safe. A lot of people would have happily traded places with you.
Think I'd rather have a shorter life, up here in the fresh air.
Yeah. Neither situation's great. Humans aren't great trapped underground. Uno momento. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's rock. But it's, while they did keep him safe, it's understandable he feels that way. You know, it's not something he chose for himself, they chose for him. So even if, say, he would have chosen it, they chose for him. So he would, fair chance of him just chafing against that by itself. And just living your entire life in the hole, never even in a hole, never even seeing the sky, would presumably have, you know, be hell for most people. While I spend most of my time in my room, at least I can see the sky on occasion. Nice. Ah, I was wondering what the hell was going on. That's my new helmet. Might be more effective than the old. Ooh, Outriders gloves. Funk. Ah, it creates that thing which then shocks people. Alright. Nice. Yeah, it is more effective. Definitely more effective. Predator's prey. My parents volunteered for that mess. It was their damn life mission. Let's face it, I never got to make a choice. Didn't choose to be born into a cult of zealots, and I sure as hell didn't choose to live in a hole in the ground doing nothing but watch shadows dance on the walls, cast by Enoch's most overprotective parents. Parents kept me in the dark for so long, I didn't even know how much I didn't know. Maybe the world had already ended out there, or maybe the people had turned things around and prospered. But how could I have known either way? My parents had given up. Sergio and Sarah made it clear their lives were over. They liked it down there. No intention of ever returning to surface, but my life hadn't even begun yet. I'd never made a single choice that mattered in my whole life, up until the day I left. In the end, it didn't even matter that the world ended up to be a shithole on the brink of the same apocalypse my parents always feared. And I'm happy I no longer have to look at shadows. I'm just happy. I'll double back and get that quest. Sylvan Mauler. Great. Forest elves. It's so nice that all the beasts can come together to try and rip me a new one. Truly warms the cockles of your heart. Also wonder if we'll get the big boss gangbang. Since we're fighting, the weaker forms, maybe we'll get Perfro, Brew Mutters, and Behemoths of these. Wait, was that a white bit of gear? No, it's blue. Okay. I was gonna be like, brother, I haven't seen you in so long. Like, there's, at the start, you get like 10 grey items, or were they white? I can't remember the color coding. And then you never see it again. It's almost like a waste of a button on the inventory screen. Because it's just like straight away, you just level out. Normally, like, ARPGs, Diablo, Path of Exile, whatever, keep, vendor trash around for the whole thing, but not this game. They really wanted to streamline it. So much so, it feels weird, because, in my mind, I am referencing those games. And it does not draw on that aspect of them. Bonk. Yes, Conga at me. Oh, so very aggressively. Sylvan Mauler. A subspecies of Mauler that is adapted to environmental conditions of the forest. Sylvan Mauler has developed a resistance to the poisonous mushrooms it consumes. They're very poison, gets stuck in its fangs and paws, and can often spread the poison with its attacks. The presence of the Sylvan Mauler betrays more archaeological spy, sometimes even accompanied by its progenitor, the moss-cloaked behemoth. Although its thick hide can slow them down, they still possess enough mobility to trample their prey. Short-tempered, they'll fly into a rage, using strong limbs to pounce on their prey. Okay, cramming towards the final one.
The Outriders expedition. What's left of it.
Seriously, it is so nice to see that the animals can put aside whatever presumable animal grievance they would have to try and kill me. It is lovely to see. Surprised he's not more eaten.
Got Acosta's key. Some writing.
Olin. I realized it before my baby teeth Olin. I realized it even before my baby teeth fell out. The only way to get ahead in this life was to go all in. That's how I got myself out of the orphanage in the neighborhood with the highest crime rate in the country. It's how I got on the forest with the Outriders, and you better believe it's how I got beautiful, amazing Sarah to agree to be my wife. No hesitation, no doubts, all in. Going all in was the only way we could get a group of desperate, bickering civilians and soldiers to toss away their lives. All in exchange for decades of lonely claustrophobia and quiet desperation, breeding in each other's recycled farts. But after a lifetime spent going in, it's painful knowledge that I never gave my son a chance to do the same with his own life. It's no longer about bringing him back or keeping him safe. I just need to tell him how sorry I am while I still can. I hope we can give him that note. Dude will need to see that. Did he? I just ran right by you. Pie?
Outrider,
What?
take a look at this. Hope you have a strong stomach.
Name sounds familiar. One sec.